side of Mr. Jeff Hines of the UK, Mr. Dave Harris of the UK, and Mr. George Mikkel of Germany. Your timekeeper the belt is Peter McCann of the UK. Amending action begins. Your referee is Michael Hook of Sweden. And now to introduce the contestants. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner stands a man whose record reads 21 wins, 9 losses, 1 draw with 3 KOs to his name. Weighing in 166 pounds, that's 11 stone 12 pounds, wearing the silver and black shorts. Please welcome from Naples, Italy, Gaetano Nespro. And across the ring, this evening fighting out of the blue corner with an unbeaten record of 11 wins, with 8 KOs to his name. Wearing the white and black shorts, weighing in 167 pounds. That's 11 stone, 30 pounds and 12 ounces. He hails from Enfield here in London. Please welcome the WBO European Super Middleweight Champion, Frank Buglioni. Your referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 3-minute rounds for the WBO European Super Middleweight Championship.
Well, the whole of the lower stand behind the blue corner from whence Frank Buglioni is about to step forward is entirely made up of Buglioni fans as we look forward to his defense of this WBO European title in the super middleweight division. First thing you know, Buglioni, it was the same on the scales a couple of days ago. It's the same here again tonight. He's much, much bigger and stronger, and already he gets through with the right hand to the body.
It's the height that he got. That's the advantage that he's going to have to use. We'll give him a nice long jab.
Nespro hasn't been stopped in 10 fights stretching over 4 years, but he's largely been fighting at middleweight. And he's up against a guy who's on a roll of stoppages himself, 5 in his last 6, and I think a career best performance last time out against Stefan Horvat.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? He finished a beautiful left hook, wasn't it, to the body.
And nice to see Buglioni trying to set the platform with that jab. Only been a pro a couple of years now, Buglioni. Only full-time, actually, since 2013. He gave up his job as a building surveyor, and now he's putting together the foundations of a really good career.
This little right hand there to the stomach there, the midriff of Nespro.
And it's Nespro on the back foot. He's been in with some good fighters, Nespro. He did lose 6-7 years ago to Sebastian Sylvester, and of course was champion himself in the middleweight division from Germany. He went 6 actually with Patrick Nielsen. He lost on points to Marcus Naber as well, who we saw the other day on Box Nation lose out in a European title fight to Emanuele Blandamura, the same fighter who may well be dancing with our own Billy Joe Saunders in a couple of months at times. So there's all sorts of tangible form lines here. Buglioni could stop him. That'd be a big statement.
Lovely left hook there at Buglioni. Just slipped the jab at Nespro and tried to throw the uppercut left hook. Missed with the uppercut, but the left hook hit the target. Good shot.
Just slightly caught him on the end of that right hand. And they're trading punches up close, which might suit Buglioni.
But Buglioni's just not giving Nespro any breathers, is he? Just stalking him around the ring, cutting the ring off as well. Not just running behind him, he's cutting the ring off quite effectively, trying to get Nespro in the corner. Closing the gap, but maybe just a little bit too close, maybe, but boxing well so far in this first round. Very productive, very offensive. That's what we like to see from Buglioni.
Oh, massive right hand, right on the bell. And to be fair, Nespro took it well, although it looked he was going to duck to the canvas.
Well, that was right above us there, Alex, and even I ducked. Really cracking right hand.
And the sound of it too, just a few yards away, and that was literally right on the bell.
And behind the double jab as well, and just to shorten the, get the distance right.
Didn't he take that well?
Oh, did he stay up from that?
Rocked his head, and he bowed down.
Keep doing what you're doing. Lovely jab. Lovely body jab.
He managed to stay on his feet.
A bit tricky. You jab to the chin, put your jab in the chest, crank, let the right hand go. So, body crank, straight through it, yeah? Yeah? You've got to trick him into it though. And you can do it. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, big breath. Another round like Frank. Yeah, please, yeah?
Seconds out, round 2.
Mark Tibbs will be absolutely delighted with what he saw in the first round. And you sense from that corner, certainly last couple of fights, it's now that Buglioni's starting to put together the things that Mark Tibbs sees in the gym on a regular basis.
Yeah, he's been a work in process, and obviously the biggest criticisms of him was lifting his chin up higher defensively, but he's working on those. He's boxing great tonight. And for Nespro, Nespro needs to get close, and he's to hold on, rough Buglioni up, trying to just get him up with rhythm. At the moment, he's just on the end of everything, every punch that Buglioni throws.
And there is real intensity here. It's a controlled, disciplined intensity from Buglioni. He's looking for the right hand now.
And again, though, it's everything behind the jab for Buglioni. That's what works for him. Just doing the basics very well makes him at his most effective.
As ever with Buglioni, everything he does is always going to be compared with Callum Smith, of course, whether it's through mutual opponents or just their general progress. And you do sense that they may well be on collision course one day somewhere.
Nespro coming forward, I'll take a left hook for his trouble.
Well, he's no mug, Nespro, there's no doubt about that. He's been Italian middleweight champion in the past. Inactivity to an extent. He fought twice last year, but really only a couple of times in the last couple of years, really, stretching back to May 2012. So he hasn't exactly been busy. His size is already a potential Achilles heel.
But he's hard to hit clean, and when he does get hit, he sort of seems to ride the shot quite well, so he takes a little bit of sting out the punch.
You can see Barry's point illustrated. He was just able to sort of lean back and sideways away from those jabs.
It's good from Buglioni there, 1-2, and then like a screw shot with the left hand.
Nespro's busy enough himself.
But this is good from Buglioni, not giving Nespro any breathers. He's boxing at Buglioni's pace, which will pay dividends as the rounds go on.
He cuts the ring down quite well, Buglioni, doesn't he?
And he's bullying Nespro, and so he should. You know, he's physically bigger than him, and he's bullying him around the ring, and it's a good tactic.
Again, just missed with that right hand. That travelled a great deal of distance.
Yeah, just brought the right foot forward, which I'm not a lover of. I think it was maybe to come back with the left hook.
An interesting round. That stalking presence from Buglioni, and Nespro finding ways to evade.
Yeah, another good round for me for Buglioni. Bullying Nespro around the ring. Not being able to land with the cleaner shots like he did in the first round, but still landing with enough. And Nespro looking a little bit distressed in the corner.
All right?
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. Cutting him off. You're half a roll. Yeah? Cut him off. Don't follow him round. Yeah. All right? Don't get frustrated. Looking good, yeah?
Yeah.
Put a nice little body shot there together. Lead over there. Try and find it again. Don't think about turning it over. Just let it go.
Okay.
Mark Tibbs with the advice, and Jimmy Tibbs applying the Vaseline. A wealth of experience in that corner.
Seconds out, round 3.
Here we go then into the third. Now, just a sense during that interval, Barry, you picked up on it, that the pace that Buglioni's setting is asking a few questions of the track work of Nespro.
Yeah, and he's already landed a few clean shots there, a jab and a left hook. Well, the thing is, Buglioni's boxing well within himself, but he's making Nespro work hard, isn't he, with his feet.
And Nespro, at least it seems he has some ambition, which will tell us how much work Buglioni's been doing on that defence, because that's one of the criticisms people have picked up on.
Yeah, of course, yeah, you know, but when you're an offensive fighter, you're always going to get hit with punches going forward. It's almost impossible not to. You can't come forward and not get hit. It's nigh on impossible. But we're just asking for a little bit more head movement. We're asking for him to work on things all the time, and he's been doing that in the gym. And I think it's showing tonight.
Just slightly showing with the right hand there, but there is a bit of variety. Body work has been a real crucial part of his last couple of fights.
Lovely little right uppercut there from Buglioni. Just slipped the jab of Nespro. Gets caught with his feet square though. Buglioni coming forward. Sort of switched to southpaw and it didn't quite work out for him.
In that presence, Buglioni always there, right in front, stalking, pushing, probing Nespro. Nice uppercut that.
He set that up though. He set that up with a few little movements with the feet, a few little feints. Stepped back for a little bit and then came back with the combination.
Well, that's exactly what Mark Twibbs was saying in the corner. He was saying you've got to create these openings, and you can do it, he said to Buglioni. And Nespro's, you see the sort of redness around his upper body, all over his face as well. He's having to work hard here.
Yeah, he's moving around a lot, and Nespro, and just having to try and top shot. But always under pressure from Buglioni. I think that's a good idea for Buglioni to finish the combination on a jab, gets him back into shape, gets him back his distance back, he keeps him nice at range all the time.
Another round of pressure, another round in the bank for Frank Buglioni.
Slow your own movement down a little bit, but cut him off.
All right.
Yeah, right. Slow your own movement down, yeah? He's in it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Cut him down, nice and smart. Keep sticking that left jab out.
Yeah.
Keep sticking that left jab out, yeah? You've got to let that right hand go. You're slipping his left jab.
Yeah.
So it looks nice and pretty, but you've got to counter back. Right? He's proprio grosso.
Lo so. Respira profondo. Gaetano nelle corde, mi raccomando, sta mano sinistra, lui si viene a preparare il destro, devo mettere il destro dalla... No!
Faccia, prima a destra e poi porta, non faccia un po'. Bonus 10 seconds.
Probably needed Enzo Macronelli to
To
be co-commentator there. Could have got a translation, Barry.
Well, that's a very cruel thing to say, Alex, but thank you all the same. I sort of guess what you were saying.
Here we go into the fourth. Buglioni's army on their feet. He's given them plenty to cheer about in recent fights, and down goes Nespro. He complains about the punch, but you can see just a few yards from us here the reaction that it's had.
Just that right hand on the top of the head, I think, just disorientated Nespro. Oh, good shot though in response.
Wasn't it? And another left he lands, and they're going toe-to-toe. Buglioni's swinging and Nespro's having to go back.
Well, you couldn't blame Buglioni for going straight at Nespro. He looked in trouble. He showed his resolve and landed with a few good shots of his own there.
You can argue that Nespro's landed more punches since he went down.
Buglioni go back to doubling up the jab, then getting the right hand into play.
It was just a bit careless, wasn't it? You can understand why. Almost landed the right hand again as they come in close. Still a minute and a half or so of the fourth to go.
But sometimes Buglioni, when he throws the right hand, he brings that right foot across to square himself up, and I think it's to get more power than the left hook. But can just leave you open sometimes. With your feet square, you get caught, and it looks worse than it is when you get caught sometimes.
Nespro seems to have ridden the storm. He's on his toes.
Well, you're right, he's done better, hasn't he, since he's gone down, since he took the heavy right hand. He seems to have knocked some life into him.
Certainly got his concentration, that's for sure. Still a minute to go. And as ever with Buglioni, the power's there. It's just about carving the opportunities and creating the openings.
Yeah, just a little bit too close for that right hand there, wasn't he? Just went over the top of Nespro.
Oh, lovely jab. Two of them. You can see that Nespro's got a bit of pedigree, hasn't he? He could be a nuisance if he wanted to be tonight.
Again, just riding the right hand there, just taking the sting off the punch from Buglioni. I'd like to see Buglioni just hook off the jab, just lead Nespro onto the right hand.
Another big right hand, and again you can hear the noise from ringside.
Yeah, good little right hand, and then just took a half a step too close there, just smothered the work slightly, but still a very good round there for Buglioni.
It was a good response from Nespro, but a couple of big right hands from Buglioni. And they were swinging away, weren't they, at each other? Nespro did well.
Well, he showed the fighting spirit, didn't he? Because he was under pressure, took a good right hand. And then you couldn't blame Buglioni for going right at him. Look, he looked hurt. And then got caught, and just a little wake-up call that Nespro can still be quite dangerous.
He caught him in the round before, he caught him a lovely right in the body, he was walking off to it. Yeah.
Corners 10 seconds.
Let's have a nice shot.
6 outs of round 5.
Halfway then, Frank Buglioni defending his WBO European Super Middleweight title against Gaetano Nespro, veteran Italian. Down in the fourth, but a spirited response. The right hand has been the punch tonight so far for Buglioni. It's seeming to be his most dangerous weapon.
And again with a good right hand there from Buglioni.
There's no doubt you can understand why he sells tickets, why he's so popular. He's a marketing man's dream. He's done some modelling in the past, of course, Buglioni, but he says boxing comes first, second and third for me now. Oh, it's a massive right hand again, and that sent the spray across the side of the ring.
Just after the left hook as well, when it just leading Nespro onto the right hand. Again, Nespro riding that shot, taking the sting out of the punch yet again, showing his elusiveness.
Just as well, too. He's not always been able to close the gap, Buglioni, to get in any of the body shots that were so impressive in his last fight.
Well, this guy's a lot smaller. It's just harder to get a body shot on a guy when you've got so much of a height difference.
Yeah, absolutely, it's a credit to Nespro.
And he's had success with the right hand, so you almost can't blame him for headhunting, if you like, because he knows you can hurt him.
Left hook, down goes Nespro. Buglioni he caught him with an absolute cracker. The Nespro corner, we're almost in the ring.
He's not recovered, Alex.
And Buglioni's all over him like a rash. He turned away as if he thought that was a finishing shot. Down goes Nespro again, and that is that. The referee waves it off, and it's another spectacular stoppage win for Frank Buglioni.
Not bad, but it'd have to be on a great finish again. Nespro complaining, but you couldn't, you know, the referee was right. He was hurt, he was in trouble, he was only going to get seriously hurt. But the first left hook to put him down with was tremendous.
And Buglioni's reaction told you how good a punch that was, because you know, Barry, fighters know, don't they? And he turned away as if that was over. Fair play to Nespro, he got back up. His corner, we're almost in the ring with him during that first knockdown. He got back up.
And Nespro just dancing away from trouble, so it seemed, as he'd done so many times before in his fight. And Buglioni jumping into that left hook, really pushing off that front foot and turning everything there to caught him flush. And Nespro got it, bravely got it, but he still was on, he was on wobbly legs, I think, against the corner post, keeping him steady. And then when he landed with that right hand over the top, then when the referee resumed, he was right to stop it. He was only going to go down again and get hurt. And another great performance from Frank Buglioni.
You suspect that Nespro might have been able to go on, but you're also pretty sure that further knockdowns and further punishment was going to ensue. It's another win. It's another impressive performance from Frank Buglioni.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes 24 seconds of the 5th round, your referee has stopped the contest. He deemed Gaetano Nespro was in no position to continue. The winner and still the WBO European Super Middleweight Champion from Enfield, the wise guy, Frank Buglioni!
It's a familiar sight, this. Frank Buglioni, arms aloft on the back of a stoppage win. That's 6 knockouts in his last 7. He's on a roll.
The Super Middleweight Championship now.
Frank Buglioni.